Retro maniacs, check this out. Store employee pulling a Centennial Night Scalper, buying up all the Pokemon cards at 6 in the morning before the store opens. Greasy, right? That son of a Centennial Night Scalper. And this smelly dog fiddler has no clue he's being recorded, probably. Wait till you see the total at the end. And this is in American funds. Let me guess that $438.39 worth of cards is for your kids, right? I hope you get your shit pushed in one day. Worst part is he is getting paid right now. At least we can hope he doesn't get a staff discount from a vending machine on top of all the ill-gotten gains.
See these wire? Baby raper on your How do you get a job here, fuckface? How do you get a job here, fuckface? Let's go. You know who you're talking to?
Maybe those marks on his arms that look a lot like track marks from intravenous drug use explain this behavior.
Retired double agent there, you fuck face. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, you know what? You're
So many questions, guys. I'm zoomed in. Sorry about the shaky. Yesterday's video, I read the comments. Somebody likes this guy, so we're going to check this guy out closely. And looking at him, he looks a little bit better than the old base models. Like the interior's done a little bit better. I'm very curious about this guy. Let's take a closer look, guys. Okay, guys, while Glenn grabs his chocolate milk, we're going to get into this. I'm interested to know, I'm going to have to look at the bottom of the car to see exactly what year it is. It looks like a Coronet to me. But yeah, something just different. It might not be just a baseline Earl. It might be one of the, like the middle tier ones. But we're going to have a closer look. But something just looks different about that to me, but it's different in a good way. You know what I mean? And when I say baseline, I mean, like, see that Daytona there? That's kind of like a baseline Daytona. Nothing wrong with it. It takes a nice picture, but just very, very basic in the details. Also, I got a toy hunting rank, guys, for the end of the video. If you stick around, I'm back into the swing with my morning toy hunts. I had a guy this morning acting kind of like a hooligan running through the store with his two kids. Yeah, with a baby stroller. I'm not kidding, running. But yeah, I'll tell you about that at the end of the video. So you guys already know that Glenn has dozens of the older mopar from Ertl. Older mopars. Everything from the base models to the high-end ones. He's got them. And yesterday he walked in with these. Well, you seen the one yesterday we did, that nice black Charger. I figured out it was the American Muscle 10 Fastest Mopars series. One of those. So it was nice. It took nice pictures. This one, when he walked in, just something was different about it. The paint, like it just, maybe it's a super mint. It could be one from the early 2000s, late 90s, and it's just super mint, and that's what's throwing me off. But there's just something, like I told Glenn, it might be like a higher end type Ertl. Trunk doesn't open, which is characteristic of Ertl, but just the paint on it just looks good. And Glenn, he bought a loose one. I'm pretty sure it's the same card here, but red, by Ertl. And I'm gonna see if I could get that, if it's not buried or anything in the basement. Let's see if we can get any info. Remember, guys, we do not have a box. 1970 Dodge Coronet RT, Daimler Chrysler. You guys are not gonna believe this. That is made by, and I've been on a kick lately because I'm a fan of theirs, guys. This is Road Signature Yat Ming, believe it or not. Wow, I thought that was Ertl. That actually looks better than it. I hate to say it because I love Ertl to pieces, but that looks like it's... The body looks like it could be an Ertl casting. That's the thing, but the paint and everything is just so shiny on it. I'll see if I could get his red one. He's got a one from the late 90s from Ertl, but it's red and it's dead mint. And I think it's also a 70 Coronet. Yeah, that looks a lot like Ertl. The engine looks like early Ertl. Like the base model Ertls, you know.
Yep.
But the paint and everything is so much nicer on this. Again, a 70 Coronet. It doesn't have working suspension, but everything just looks nice on it. The rims and everything. If anybody knows about this, I know a lot of you guys know the origins of stuff like this. If this is an original Ertl casting, because it looks a lot like Ertl, especially the trunk lines and everything really remind me of an Ertl. But yeah, the paint on this pops. Again, guys, that's that Yat Ming Road Signature Road Legends. Their boxes usually look crappy. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter video, guys, because we're not taking it off the base. That was like the Fall Guy truck. It was only, I think it was 11 minutes long, because we're not unscrewing it from the base and all that, but it was straight to the point. Kind of the same with this guy. The battery cables are done, the terminals, whatever. But I'm going to go see if I could get that other car. I'll be right back. So Glenn is downstairs looking for that red Coronet done by Ertl, guys. But this, I just want to show you. This is an older Ertl. Okay, obviously it's not the same car. But the paint, the purple paint, doesn't look terrible or anything like that, obviously, right? And keep in mind it's older. But the first thing that caught me about this was this paint on this car. It's just so nice. Like I'm not trying to insult Ertl. It just, as soon as I seen it, I said, wow, that is a nice, like, I thought it might have been just a really mint base model older Ertl, but no, it's Yat Ming. Glenn's looking for that car. I'm hoping he can find it because it would be perfect to show you guys the difference between Ertl and this with the same car, but a different color. Okay, we couldn't find the other car, guys. If you look back, the video was done in the last month. It was a loose, I believe it was a Coronet, red convertible done by Ertl. I think it was even the same year, but it was another car that Glenn got loose. I wish I had it to compare it, but we'll check out this one close anyway. Yeah, there was something about it, guys. When he walked in, he had both of them in those acrylics. Well, you remember because I showed you the cars in the video. And something about this just stuck out. I thought it might not be an Ertl. Like, I thought it might have been from the Ertl line, but I thought it might have been like a higher end one. You know what I mean? One with more details. One of their offshoot lines that they did. It just looked nice. And it's perfect because I've been on a tear lately about Yat Ming, aka Road Signature Road Legends, and about how they're nice quality stuff. And they should have nicer boxes because their boxes don't look too appealing. And that makes the cars sit there unsold. I think they have a bad rap just because of their boxes a lot. Because this thing pops. Look at that. Very nice. So guys, looking under the hood, it reminds me very much of Ertl from the old school. But it is a touch up. It's got the battery terminals filled in. Chrome is nice. Just a nice clean look. Nice rims. From a car that you don't pay hundreds for, or you shouldn't be paying hundreds for, guys. Interior is decent too. It's got some wood trim. The seats look decent even. Doors got wood trim on it. But look, we're gonna see all this in glamour shots anyway, but it's just like a step up from Ertl, I think. Trunk does not open, guys, which is a characteristic of Ertl. This part really reminds me of Ertl, the way that's shaped and everything. Would not be surprised if one of you guys let me know in the comments that this is an original Ertl casting. I wouldn't be shocked. Let me know if you know, by the way. Okay, guys, you know what time it is. It's time. This is what the video is really about. It's time for court. It's glamour shots time. This was an interesting one because you guys know we like exploring the unknown with this stuff. There's nothing I won't unbox so we can check it out. It's not about just what I like, it's about what you guys like. I totally thought this was an Ertl, and it was a nice surprise being a Yacht Ming road signature because I've been on a rant lately about how much I like those guys. So let's see how this thing looks in some photographs, guys. Let's go. I knew as soon as I laid eyes on this 1 of 18 scale 1970 Coronet, there was something different. That paint stuck out like a sore thumb. It just looked great sitting there. I thought it was an Ertl, but just a triple mint Ertl. But then as I was looking a little bit closer, something's different. Very good job. This is why I love that Road Signature, Road Legends, Yacht Ming stuff. Very underrated stuff. If you ever see one for cheap, I suggest you grab it, give it a look. Look at this, guys. Oh, there it is. Boom! So before I let you guys go, I did say I have kind of a funny hunting story. So this morning, I go to Wally, and I meet an older guy that I've been like usually he hunts every morning there, and so I run into him every morning and we become friends and we stand there and talk and stuff, right? And when they unlock the doors at 7, we walk over together. Nobody races ahead of each other. Basically, if you guys remember, probably a year and a half ago, somebody lost their job because they kept following me around, accusing me of shoplifting. This guy's a shoplifter, telling other customers. Every time I'd go in there in the morning, paging over the intercom, watch toys, security, like they were trying to make it uncomfortable for me in there. If you guys remember the video, it's an old one. I ended up talking to the manager and everything else, and I was nowhere on the security's radar, and it turned out this woman had just a problem with maybe guys, because there was another guy she was going after. But what put me on the radar for that heat was a guy in the morning, a younger guy, was running in, and he was prying the door open every morning, the sliding door, to get in 5 minutes early. And I told him, "You're breaking into the store." "Oh, well, the manager said it's okay." The manager said you could break in. Come on, dude. Like, if the cops drove by at 3:30 in the morning and seen you doing that, it's breaking in. You know what I mean? You don't do that over Hot Wheels, over toys. So when I'm there, everybody basically knows you can't act like a hooligan when I'm there because I'll say something to you. Like, and that includes running, all that other crap, right? Just after that incident with the shoplifting accusation, no. So anyway, me and my friend walked there this morning. We get almost to the aisle, and all of a sudden a guy runs in front of us, runs into the aisle, and he's got a baby stroller. He's pushing a baby stroller. And you guys know me, I wear a hood all the time in the winter time just because I like to keep warm, right? I'm surprised I don't got it on in this video. But he had a hood on, like, right, so it was covering his face in the store almost, like, so nobody would see him. Like, if there was a toy skid out, some shifty stuff would have happened. But he ran ahead of us, and I looked at my friend and said, "He just didn't do that." And my friend said, "I think he just did that." I said, "Yeah, we're going to have a talk to him." Like, basically, even if you're a stranger and if you show up there in the morning and if I'm there, nobody has to run because we share everything. So there's none of that there. If I'm there. If I'm not there, people can act like hooligans all they want because I'm not there. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get accused of anything. But if I'm there, there's no hooliganism, there's no ripping into stuff, no ripping into toy skids, and everybody knows that. I didn't say anything because he had kids with him, but I told my friend, I said, if he's back tomorrow and if he does it, like, basically if he does it again, I'm going to say something. Because we're not lining up out in the cold to have you run through the store and do that, like, and you're an adult, you know what I mean? Like, this is... Like, it just shows the level of desperation. Like, me, at my peak, I would never run through the store because you look like a crackhead, you know what I mean? Like, it's toys, it's Hot Wheels. You're an adult. Anyway, yeah, so it hasn't happened for a while because people just know, like, that store, don't bother with it, because if you're trying to get, like, commercial amounts of stuff out of there, you're likely not going to get it, and you're not going to be able to act like a hooligan half the time if I'm there. So a lot of people don't even bother with it. This is a guy I've never seen before that I don't even think is from this area, so I don't think he'll be back. But it just goes to show what they'll do, you know what I mean? And if I wasn't accused of all that stuff before, none of my business what people do. But I was dragged right into it, and I even told the guy, I said, you know, because you're talking to me in the morning, they think we're buddies, right? Like, and of course, he never got any heat on him, the kid that was doing it, prying the door open and everything. Yeah, all me. For some reason, they thought it was me. And there was a guy there with a goatee, a long goatee. I think he stole Pokemon cards, but his goatee, he had a long goatee. It was in a braid. Like, the guy looked like a total goof, you know what I mean? Like he had it in a braid. And it's like, I can't believe they think I would do that, you know what I mean? But like I said, when I talked to security, they said, we don't even have you, like, I guess they have a book of the usual suspects, I guess, and they said, we don't even know. The manager said security doesn't even know who you are. But they do know who I am, because I'm the guy that chats with them, because if you guys have seen in videos, the video where the crackhead was stealing and I was videotaping him and everything, they know who I am, but they don't know me as a trouble causer. Anyway, that's just my point. I know you guys all behave in the stores anyway. But yeah, just realize, anybody watching this, if you're running like that through the store, you just don't look good to other people, you know what I mean? Like, it looks like there's something wrong with you. Like, what the hell? Anyway, guys, rant over. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm glad we checked that out, because it turned out to be Yat Ming. Yeah, I thought it would be Ertl, but I was telling Glenn from the beginning there was something different about it. It just popped. The paint popped. I thought it might have just been a super mint Ertl, but wrong. So if you enjoyed the video, guys, do me a favor, smash the like button for me. This guy right here. While you're at it, don't forget to click the bell notification. Make sure you get my most recent videos. And as always, guys, the most important thing, stay safe, hunt around, happy hunting, and if somebody runs ahead of you at Walmart, clothesline them.